These are one of the most interesting shoes that we have done in recent time because this brand, Nike, actually borrows their tech for its shoes. I just thought that was pretty cool. Hey, what's good guys? My name's Chris. Welcome back to the official WearTesters.com YouTube channel. Today we got something really cool because it's not a name brand that you typically will hear of, at least not something that you would hear as far as the mainstream sneaker scene. So what most people don't understand that are in the sneaker community or the sneaker world is that we are a finite amount of consumers. So while we feel like we are the vast majority in our shoe buying ventures because we buy more than a normal person, it's actually not true. The normal person is the main consumer and there are more of them than there are of us. And that's where these shoes come in. These are the shoes that Nike borrows its tech from. This is Kizik. So these are the shoes that I was trying to talk about in, was it the one that folds in half?
Yeah, with the rubber band.
Okay, what were those called? The FLYEASE Go?
Maybe.
Something like that. So in that video, I was talking about how Nike borrows like tech from something, but I couldn't remember what the brand was. And everybody was like, it's the Air Max 90 FLYEASE. And I'm like, no, that's the shoe that borrows this tech. And then we just recently did the USA shoe, the one that everybody's wearing in the Olympics. What the hell are those called? The FLYEASE something?
It'll be a thumbnail.
There's gonna be a picture right here. And those were interesting. However, these actually are better. I will say, I think that these are a better shoe overall. Now, what's really interesting is that they're trying to be sustainable at the same time. So this is the actual shoe box. You would open it almost like a shipping box. So it's all recyclable and all of that stuff. They were kind enough to send us a couple of pairs. So we're gonna actually give these away. And stay tuned to the end of the video to find out how you can enter if you were interested in grabbing a pair or this pair. Trying to win a pair. Damn, I need my energy drink.
Time for a Red Bull.
So this is their latest model. They call it the Athens. And what's interesting about these is that these are not advertised towards a specific demographic like FLYEASE was originally. So FLYEASE or Nike is now kind of like backpedaling a little bit and they're like, actually these shoes are for everyone instead of a specific demographic. Whereas Kizik right from the jump was always just like, hey, this is a hands-free shoe. Anyone can use it. It's easy for anybody to get on and off. Again, no hands necessary. So they're not claiming that it's for any one thing. It's just for everyone that wants a comfortable, affordable, easy to get on, easy to get off sneaker that you like leave by the door or whatever. Having these in hand though, I will say they don't feel as cheap as they look, being that this is just a simple textile build. You know, your first thought is like, they're not anything premium, anything like that. They definitely don't have large branding everywhere, which I think is the point, is to be subtle. And again, they come in multiple colorways. This is a couple of them. I think that some of the tonal colorways like this are the best looking, but to each his own. Now, as far as the tech specs are concerned on this particular shoe, believe it or not, they actually have specs. So that's really cool. So first off, if you're like, oh, this is a brand that don't got nothing, actually they do. So you can see right here that the outsole is comprised mostly of foam. So that's what you see here in the midfoot section. However, at the forefoot and at the heel, those are rubber pods. It says hands-free lab. That's what the patented tech is from. So I don't know if Kizik owns hands-free lab or what. All I know is that that's the brand that owns the patent to this type of technology, I guess, so that you can get your shoe on and off easily. The collapsible section of the heel is what I'm trying to talk about. Now their midsole is basically foam. However, they call it rabbit foam. That's like their actual name for everything. And like the name states, it's got a little bit of bounce to it like a rabbit would. So I think that's kind of interesting. These are actually really comfortable underfoot. They're also really comfortable on the foot, which is something that you're all about. So wide footer, stuff like that, you're probably gonna love these. Also, they do come in wide. They come in double E wides as well. And they go all the way down to a size, I think 4.5 men's. So they go pretty small and they go pretty large, plus they go width-wise. So most of the people that are interested in something like this, you should be able to get your size, no problem. Something that I do like is that they come with these little shoe trees, but look at that.
Oh, it explains.
Yeah, it's like there's instructions right from the get-go. So like as soon as you would grab these and you'd be like, what is it? It says step right in. All you gotta do is literally slide your foot in there and it's that simple. That was something that I actually had a negative remark about the, what the f were those? You know what I mean? The USA shoe, they're this one again. I'm sorry, man. There's so many dumb names and then they use the same main name. They can't just be like the Hyperdunk. And then the Hyperdunk 2010 or 2000, like simple, you know what I mean? So I can actually remember it. But anyways, those shoes were a little bit difficult to get on. For one, the traction was really good on them when your foot is not in them. However, when you went to slide your foot inside, they actually had that recycled foam insole and it had no sock liner on it. So it was just the exposed foam, and my socks specifically were sticking or gripping to that. So it was like making me have to do this to get inside of the shoe, and it was really weird.
Your toes were little inchworms?
Yes. To me, it defeated the purpose of that being such a easy access type of shoe, where I was just like, yo, dude, this is like, I'm struggling to get into this thing. Somebody actually left a comment saying that the shoes are not that difficult to get in and that I was over exaggerating. So I decided to ask the person like, oh, do you own a pair of this Nike FLYEASE shoe? They actually said, no, I own a pair of the Kizik shoes. And I was like, well, that's great, because I'm actually reviewing this shoe, not this shoe. So these guys right here are very easy to get into, just like the commenter was saying. So I don't know if he was just confused or whatever, but I wasn't reviewing these. I was reviewing some other shoe. These guys though, like I was saying, they have this guy right here. First off, this is the perfect thing to have for the interior when it's a slip-on style shoe and a collapsible heel, because you're gonna slide right in there. It's gonna be nice, kind of like that microfibery feel, but it's also breathable. However, look at this, man. This is some comfort right here. We don't even get this on name brand expensive shoes. We get the cheapest insoles they can find so that they can get the most profit margins, which is some bullshit, because this brand right here is saving money by doing like certain recycled pieces and all of that stuff, but they still give you the instructions. They go the extra mile. We've got to demand better from these larger companies, and oftentimes I feel like I'm the only one doing it because I'm the only one voicing it out there. Everybody else is too busy paying Nike for, or GOAT or StockX, because you can't get them from Nike, but they're so thirsty for the Nikes that they won't go after something like this that is very readily available. Sneakerheads. That's why I'm saying we're the 1%. We're so tiny. We don't make a dent in anything. Nike doesn't give a
Alrighty then.
The build itself is super simple. It's just a basic textile or knit upper. It's got a little bit of stretch to it. They do have laces for this particular model. There are other models as well. They have more that are along the lines of like a premium dress shoe, so that they're like leathers and stuff like that. So if you don't want the sporty look or the casual look, the mesh look, you don't have to. They have other shoes available that are gonna be full of other materials, and I have had those too. I personally don't like the way that they look because they're a little too dressy for me. Like, I don't wear pants. And so those just won't look good with shorts, at least not to me. But the materials on them was very nice, so I will give it credit where credit is due. This though is more my thing, where it's like super chill, casual, slide them on, breathable. They can be washed as well. You can actually take out the insole, you can wash that. You can throw these in the wash, just do not put them in the dryer. Do not. Put them in front of a fan and let them air dry. And also, if you put any shoes in the washing machine, make sure that you don't put it on hot, because you will melt the glue that bonds the upper to the midsole. And again, these guys are super easy to get into. All you gotta do is just step right in. Is that like a circus thing? Step right up.
Hooray, hooray, hooray.
I know. And that's literally all you need to do. They're so simple that we actually requested that our friend Ryan, who has helped us out with the FLYEASE video, that they send him a pair. They actually obliged, and so I got Ryan not only a pair of new shoes, but we asked him a couple of questions. So one of the questions that I wanted to know from Ryan is whether or not these were actually easier for him personally to put on than something from Nike from the FLYEASE program.
I'd say it depends on the Nike FLYEASE model. Something like the FLYEASE Jordan 1, with its zipper and strap system, is a bit harder and takes more time for me to get on and off when compared to the Athens. Whereas a pair like the FLYEASE Go, using the pop-out heel midsole design, is slightly easier and faster than the Athens to get on and off. I don't have a hard time getting in and out of the Athens.
And lastly, if you were to give Kizik one piece of critique or one piece of advice, what would that be?
The minimal Kizik branding on the Athens, and models that use this same heel cage. That heel cage is a very loud and unique design element, so if Kizik put more of their logos on those sneakers, I think more people would ask about them and find out about the Kizik brand.
So this guy right here is not necessarily a sneakerhead video. This is more for those of you guys that are actually interested in other brands outside of the mainstream stuff. And for anybody curious, these guys do fit true to size, so that's exactly what I would recommend. We thank Kizik for sending these over. We do appreciate it. If you were interested in getting this pair right here, all you have to do is be a WearTesters Discord member, a gold member specifically. Or should I make this one open for everybody?
Yeah, why not?
Sure. So you don't have to be a gold member for this particular giveaway. You can be a blue member. So all of you guys that are already blue members, feel free to enter. With that being said, thank you so much for watching. Thanks for all the support. If you like my shirt, sensapparel.com, man, they're coming soon.
It's live right now.
Yeah, whatever video or whatever day it is, these might be available right now to pre-order along with our Since 97 pack. So thank you guys so much for everything. Again, thank you to Kizik for sending these over. We appreciate checking them out. Actually impressed. Super comfortable, and they do what they say. They're super easy to get on and off, no hands needed. And with that being said, I hope that you guys have a good one.